Welcome to Options Trading Authority's Options Millions course. This is the review of the course. It's the Strategic Options Trading Plan Development Reverse Engineering to Goals course plan. And so the concept of millions, some would say, well, probably most would say, is tacky, right? Oh, it's so tacky. But on the inside, we all wouldn't mind if we actually hit 1 million, would we? Right? So we all want to hit 1 million and beyond. I mean, we wouldn't mind having it, right? So then, therefore, it's time to actually address it. Because if we don't specifically address it, in options trading in particular, well, we could, first of all, just kind of be at sea without a rudder. And then second of all, we can get ourselves in a lot of trouble. And then third of all, if we actually have a destination to go to, we're much more likely to get there. And then if we have a destination, which is our first million, then we have a goal we can reverse engineer. So I'm going to help you get that focus. I'm going to help show you what it takes to achieve your first million, what needs to be done, and how you can go about doing it. I'm going to give you 3 different approaches and principle that you can use and logically set up a plan. Now, of course, I can't guarantee you any future returns and all that stuff. You understand that? I hope you understand it. Some people may have been too used to some old school crazy marketing that gets you all high on guaranteed returns and this and that. But if you have that mindset, we'll get out of it because it's a loser mindset. We think in terms of probability. We want to think in terms of probability and good chance. That's the winning mindset for trading well. I want to impress that upon you, give you that as a tip. Because if you think correctly with the marketplace, then you can see things more honestly. When you can see things more honestly, well, then you can come up with solutions to address the honest thing at hand. And then you could also be honest that really and technically every trade you put on, you're rolling the dice. Are you not? Can you guarantee the future? The near-term future of your trade? Okay? No. And anyone who tells you or implies that their system or strategy does that, well, that's not good. Okay? Let's put it that way. Because it's not good thinking. And if you have guaranteed thinking, if you're looking for the guaranteed sure thing, which reminds me of a lot of old school marketing, they used to talk a lot about the sure thing and the all these guaranteed type of thinking. And that's probably what screwed up a lot of people. But if you think in terms of looking for the safe bet or the guaranteed sure thing, well, guess what? You are right where the marketplace wants you, because the marketplace has that. It all works out as that mentality, or those mentalities of looking for the sure, safe bet or the guaranteed thing. That those two mindsets and pursuits are suckers' traps, and they pull you into trades that always, almost every time, don't work. They hook you in, they take your money. So we want to get out of that type of thinking, amongst others. We'll cover other pitfalls involved in the pursuit and planning of your first million, and then also the pitfalls that arrive when you actually hit your first million. And you can probably see some of those pitfalls in the statistics of lottery winners, what happens to them later. And so you want to be educated on how to deal with the emotions that hit when you actually achieve your goal. Now, 1 million may be not that big of a goal for some of you. I mean, you may have to have your first 10 million as a goal. Okay, so fine. Whatever is going to trigger for you the success point where you can say, hey, I've become a successful trader. When you hit that certain number, that's the number that you're going to have to be prepared for ahead of time, and you're going to have to use your cerebral mind to make decisions only. Because your emotions will be so strong, you can do some really dumb things. So we'll address things like that, but ultimately we'll look at how to break down step by step and strategically, or create your own step-by-step strategic plan towards marching towards your first million. Now, when you have your goal and you reverse engineer, you have a set of concepts and you create your steps from what you know at the time. And then you don't sit there wondering if you have all the steps, because you can't find out all the steps until you actually engage in the process. Now, as you engage in the process, you will discover the treasures, the gems, the solutions, the aha moments that will show you the next step. It's like you're going on a magic or a treasure hunt journey. You're a pirate and you're searching for that special treasure that's hidden on that island somewhere, right? So, therefore, it's a journey, and it's fun and exciting if you go for it. Now, speaking of going for it, you don't have to actually use any money for a while, okay? You want to go for it in terms of your studying and figuring out methods that have tested out super solidly well over time that you can employ with a proper money management, position sizing, including a good risk to reward scenario that you can put together, mixed with a solid system with a decent winning percentage that you can look to simply execute over time. That's a systems approach. And there are strategic approaches as well, meaning that you can have certain optimized setups, whereas you have certain events on a price chart, you can look to take advantage of those, such as some certain types of power trends or medium-term trends or certain big chart pattern position sizes. And I've already gotten into making different strategies and systems to fit within the concept I've talked about in this course. Or I think I recorded a previous version of this. I called it the Millionaire Maker. So some of those strategies are in line with that, which is basically the same course. So well, that's about it. This is very exciting, and it's actually a very important course, even though the name sounds tacky. At first, people will be like, oh, options, millions, right? But once you get over that and realize that we are actually going for breaking down the logic of getting to the first million and showing you how to create your own plan, at least your own starter plan. As I mentioned, that you will find the extra secrets along the journey as you go for it and you dive in. And then we look to see how we can go step by step, not only learning exactly what to do, but step by step when you actually start applying real money. Okay? And how to deal with that, because you can learn on paper, fine. When you get real money involved, well, you have to just get used to it, and you get used to the small. Then you start to mature up to a normal position size, and then you could put yourself in a position for good probability success, while avoiding getting too emotional and doing some mistakes. All right, that's about it. I like this course. I think you're going to like this course, and I think you can learn a ton from it. I think the way of thinking in this course can benefit you a lot in terms of how you look at the markets and how you look at things, I would say, in general. And so it's time to start specifically going for success on purpose. Don't leave success to chance in the marketplace. That's not a good place to wing it. right? You're very, very likely not going to make a lot of money if you just kind of float out there and wing it. The marketplace loves people like that because the marketplace wants to take your money. Well, you want to take money from the marketplace. So you come in with your battle plans and you look to conquer. Okay, so get started below. Come to Options Trading Authority if you're not on the site, and you can look up this course. Thanks.